Oh, music's so quiet. Oh, there we go. Oh, can you guys hear the music? Typing on a Charon right now. Right, Kami, nice. Full habit in the 19 months. Daddy with the 14 months. Are you doing anything for Easter? No, probably not. I'll probably work. Got a lot on my plate right now. Do you guys have Easter plans? Look, it's Nummy. Is it possible for you to raise your mic volume? Oh, you know what? I might have lowered it during the Glarsa stream. Because we were laughing. Is it better? I raised it a little bit. So I don't want to peak. Should be a little bit louder. Spicy Spice, hello. Civilian Base, Bork. Christian Christensen. Oh, what a name. Captain Sterling, hello. Oh shoot, I never responded to you, huh? I need to find your email. Sorry, it must have gotten lost. I remember you said you were gonna send me an email. Unless you never sent it. Rocking the AirPods? I think I'm gonna for stream. Cause normally when I don't have it, I just have my music playing extremely quietly. But I kind of want to listen to the music too, you know. I want to build a Keycaps Q2, but I don't know if I should use Gap Black, Ink V2, or Oil Kings. I don't want to lube. If you don't want to lube, probably Oil Kings. Superstition keyboard. They need 19 months. Hope everyone good. Taeha, yes sir. Early morning. Jay Brucifer, hello. I just sent the email. Oh, okay. I'll try to get to it then. Clackers, hello. Makes sense. Always wonder how to use speakers. No, I don't have a noise gate or any. I don't have any audio filters, but it's just quiet enough where my mic won't pick it up. Like I can just barely hear it. It's mostly just for the alerts, so I can look up when I hear the alert. Yeah. What sorts of things do you craft? I see a lot of keyboards. Is that what you do on stream? Yes, it is. Keyboard, yes. Rad Eats, long time no see. How are you doing? Bouncy chill-ups with a 30 months? Thank you. Will you be bidding Space 65 round 3? I don't think I'm being sent one. I was never a fan of the Space 65 series, so probably why. But we'll see. They did change it to gasket mount, so maybe that might be better. Still not crazy about how it looks though. Blacklisted? No, I mean it's just for PR. They probably want to send it to reviewers that will speak highly. Barnoombeer, thank you for the 29 months. How are you doing, Mr. Barnoombeer? Watch your vlogs, ceramics look nice? Yeah, I have one of them back there. If you guys haven't checked out the vlog, that's when I picked up the Ikebana bowls. I grabbed one of the QK65s and I'm stoked. Yeah, I've also heard great stuff about QK65. Should be a nice board. It seems like everyone likes it. We'll let some people trickle in. It is a morning stream. Oh, should I unbox? I do have something to unbox. Let me prep that. We back on jazz? We don't have to be. But early morning jazz is it's a vibe. Doing good. How are you? I'm a little stressed. Have a lot to do. Both today and this month. So stressing over that. Whoa, Yo Keeps. Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome, Raiders. Stream just started. Welcome. Thoughts on Zoom 65? Trying to build one for my Gia for her first custom. I think it's really nice. I used the Zoom 65 for 2 weeks. I loved it. Yeah, today after stream, I have to hop on a call. potential collab video. After that, need to go to the dry cleaners to pick up some stuff. Then I need to go shopping because I'm taking my engagement photos this weekend. I don't have an outfit for it. And after that, well, I guess that's it for today. Now I need to work on YouTube at night. Anarchist Union, things for the 13 months. Are you still on IMF? No, not really. I'm trying to commit to OMAD as much as I can. On the weekends, I've been kind of cheating, but during the week, I've been trying to do OMAD. Did you have coffee today? Drinking it right now. Starting the portal was insane. Oh, thank you, thank you. Thank you. What's good, Taeha? Nothing much. Bro, just wore acronym hardest engagement photos. No. Did you pick out a suit yet? I've whittled it down to a couple brands, but I haven't purchased one yet. I think I might go with someone local that can just do a custom one for cheap, for not too expensive. I can't log into my college board account. Smoj. Glendale, good morning. What time is it for you now? It is 10:18. Wear some Jinkos? I can't pull those off. Thoughts on Durock Palm linear switches? Those are also really nice. Tried them recently on a full build. I liked them. They were pretty smooth. Nexus Shade, I think it was 7 months. Film engagement shoot. It'll be a mix. Yeah, mix of film and digital. Thankfully, our photographer can also shoot film. Are you planning to build XRF? Yes. Where the Mr. Suit? I don't have a Mr. Is there going to be an exchange of keyboards as well as rings at the key quitting? No. Jen doesn't care for. Jen doesn't care for keyboards. Got a custom suit made for my wedding. 100 out of 10 don't recommend for the wallet. Wore it once and now it's just hanging in the closet. Why don't you wear it anymore? Do you just not have an occasion to dress up? Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with a suit. Decided against a tuxedo because I will literally never wear a tuxedo again. And I feel like a lot of weddings nowadays, the groom tends to wear a suit over a tux. I feel like the modern wedding aesthetic has moved to a suit. Maybe I'll accessorize with something, but what's up, Soran? We're a Canadian tux. What's a Canadian tux? There are some tuxes that look close enough to a suit that you can wear it for a lot more occasions. Suit more practical? Yeah, I think that's the thing. I legit have no reason to ever wear a tux. But if it's a black suit, I could like wear it to other weddings, maybe a funeral if I have to attend a funeral. Yeah. What is the difference between suit and tux? You know, that's a good question. Tuxedo usually has that vest underneath the suit, right? Sometimes you wear like the band around your stomach. I actually don't know the technical difference. Anyway, bye. All right, have a good one. Gotta wear black? No, I am not dressing up in streetwear for my wedding. I went old school. I went to tuxes, classic black. Honestly, got the best pictures of my wife, and we'll probably never get again. 10 out of 10 look like models. Yeah, I mean, tux is still fine. Favorite color for suit? I'm probably going with black. I have occasions to wear a suit, just not a blood red one. Oh, you wore a blood red custom suit for your wedding. Sheesh. Maybe a funeral? Hey, I'm getting to that age. I'm at that age now where funerals are not a rarity, I guess. It's the way the lapels are made that make the difference. I'm guessing tuxedos have bigger sized lapel or wider lapels. Tuxes probably have skinnier lapels. Good morning. This is going to be your first time checking out the Charon. Yes, this is going to be my first time building it. Tuxes have tails. Oh, I don't know if a tail necessarily equates to a tux. But I think if it has a tail, it probably is a tux. Okay, let's start with dumping from the box first. Have you guys heard of this brand, Light in the Attic? Next is Shade, they're 7 months. Are you going bow tie? Nah, I think I might stick with tie. I'm not sure, I'm not opposed to bow tie. Okay, this is the most unsatisfying rip. You just showing? No, this is my public address. We're a bolo tie? What's a bolo tie? Vinyl? Dang, how'd you know, Occult? You can just tell by the packaging this is a vinyl? It is a vinyl. First vinyl I have officially purchased. But I will still not be able to listen to this because I don't have a player. Yeah, the other vinyls I have so far in my collection, they were all gifted. This is the first one I have purchased. I mean, not that I'm a vinyl expert. Ooh. Is that your actual address? No, it's the address of my private address through UPS. It's like a PO box, but it's UPS's version, and it's a virtual address essentially, so any carrier can deliver to it. This is pretty nice. Yeah, this is from Light in the Attic. It's a collection of various Japanese jazz tracks. I think it's 2 discs. Volume 1. Wait, what? Hold on. How do you have 4 sides on a single vinyl? Isn't it only double-sided? Dude, this artwork is beautiful though. Should I open this right now? I guess I'll show chat. Oh, it's 2 discs? What is the preferred method of preserving? Do people usually keep this wrap on or what? I forgot to order this? Dude, Kevin! Yeah, I think someone pinged our server in this. A couple of us bought it. Buy plastic sleeve? Okay, do you have a link? I do need to start protecting my vinyls. I would get sleeve, okay. Yeah, I need to protect this from the cat dust. Ooh, smooth. Anti-static vinyl sleeves. All right, this is what we get. Hey, look, it's the desk mat design. The Nippon Columbia Masters. Deep jazz reality. Discord DM? Alright. Jajan. Ooh. Where's the CD? Oh, it's here. Oh, wait, this is sick. Unfortunately, it's in... Oh, no. It's translated to English here. Wow. It's in Japanese here. If you held that the wrong way, it would have been a little sus. Yeah. Pretty cool. What is the proper etiquette to pull this out so I don't damage? Oh, there's a sleeve. Ooh, Japanese jazz spectacle. There are no grooves on the edge. And then, well, how do you pull it? You just peel back? Oh, I'm not gonna take it out because I can't even listen to it. What's the title? Here you go. Okay, so side A, side B, and then I do feel the second disc. Okay. Wait, this only has 4 tracks. These tracks must be long. Oh, what is this? Is this the recommended like turn speed? You can pull it out, touch the edges. Like this? Is this the edge? No, no, no. I mean, I don't even have a player, so. Anything else? Oh, that's it. Smooge. Does the other disc look different? Not recommended, that's what you play it at. Oh, if you play it at 45, it'll sound like chipmunks. I see. Ah, pretty cool. Nah, it's dubstep. Wait, are there EDM vinyls? No way, right? Of course. Really? Wait, isn't that like not counterintuitive? Oh, wrong way, wrong way. Why would you start digital and then press it onto analog? You should talk to Wio, he makes that joke all the time. What's the joke? Huh. A lot of digital stuff is pressed on vinyl for novelty. I see, I see. For the vinyl vibes, I see. All right, this is pretty cool. I can kind of get addicted to opening vinyls. There for now. Mr. Kupo, hello. You telling me you don't want vinyl Daft Punk? No, not really. What was the price range on that? I don't think it was too expensive. Actually, I'm not aware of vinyl prices, but I think it was like 50 bucks. There was like a sale pre-order going on for it. But the website, this website has some pretty cool vinyls. I'm just going off the art. Man, I love this kind of art style. Like the classic, is this 70s, 80s? Like cartoony aesthetic. My Hero Academia OST on vinyl, so sick. Okay. Prices are between 30 to 50. Is that for a single disc or double disc? All right, let us build the board. You just passed it? Oh wait, you're not trolling. There's actually a My Hero Academia. Huh? Oh, you were not lying. Yo. I don't know if I like the OST enough. My Hero Academia does have some pretty hype tracks though. But do I like all the other tracks? You Say Run? Yeah, that's probably the favorite of everyone, I feel like. But do I care for the other 33 tracks? Does this even have You Say Run? Oh, this doesn't even have You Say One. No, don't buy that. Let's see. Actually, none. I guess these are not all jazz. New releases. In my own time. I don't think that's jazz. Dude, I love these artworks though. I can kind of see why people just display vinyl covers and never listen to it. Lil Pi, thank you so much for the 33 months. Waiting for my first ever group buy for 22 months. Holy, what was your first group buy? Yo, Shim Shady, thank you for the 23 months. I haven't sent them out yet. That guy Timmy, thank you for the 13 months. How have you been? I've been doing pretty good. Album art is so cool. It's his own form of art. Yeah, I can imagine. I mean, they probably either commission artists to make their vision come alive, or I also imagine some artists just do their own artwork. But Granick, thanks for the Prime sub. What site is this? Yeah, Light in the Attic was the website. All right, this is the first time we're checking out, at least on this stream, the Charon design Charon. Pretty neat little box. This got popular for their pretty cool weight that they had. Oh, it's got a nice little pull tab. Pretty nice. Small box. Reducing your gift amount every day? What do you mean? Okay, we were provided stabs. Nice. Huh? No keyboard? Wait a minute. I'm guessing this is some kind of authentication card. Oh, there's even an authentication badge? Microfiber cloth, PCB, aluminum plate. We are going to use foam. Oh, what is this microfiber cloth? It's like scuffed. Oh, okay. Very nice packaging. This is pretty nice. Oh, this is the weight. That's a toga. Please try it on. Okay, buddy. Where's the case? It's right here. I think the client took it out. Maybe they were inspecting something. Granick with the Prime. The Synergist with the 34 months. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I thought the bronze thing was a keyboard. No. If I had to guess, this was probably in the box. But then the client took it out for shipping. Maybe they were checking something. I get it now. It's called Charon because that's Charon on the boat on the river Styx. Yes. Wait, is Charon? How do you pronounce this? Charon. Is this Charon? Charon? Pronunciation. Wait, it's Karen? Is that right? Charon. Wait, she is legit just saying Karen. Okay. What about Charu? How to pronounce Charu? Huh? Charu? In English, you can never know? Yeah, that is true. All right, I'm just gonna call it the Charon board. We're building the Charon board. Kekron? No, no, no. Ooh, this is, oh, it's not screwed on. Okay. So it looks like a purple and white. Is this how it comes? Or did the client mess with this? What else do we get? Oh, that's so cool. There's like wooden accents that you can install for his boat. Oh, that's pretty sick. That's a nice purple. Yeah, it's a pretty nice purple. Pretty deep. Oh, is this a... Oh, this is a build. Whoa, this is pretty cool. They print out the guide for you. Nice. Tell you the steps. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I like this. Okay. What else is this? Ooh, they send out a cable bites, some candy. I'm guessing these are gasket tabs. And then this is an FR4 plate, but we're going with the aluminum plate. All right, this is the build. In French, that's such a weird name. I don't speak French. I wish I did. IKEA? What do you mean IKEA? Is this a personal build? No, this is a client build. Okay, let's read the guide. Thank you for supporting us. Okay, work with us, credits and thanks. Upcoming projects, remapping, gasket placements. Tips for building. Alright, don't need. Step 1. Oh, they go straight into building. Okay. No pre-build steps necessary. Nice. Let's test the PCB. Let's test the PCB. Yeah, this is gonna be the build. Man, this weight though. Oh, whoops. Thanks, fertilizer. If only it had a, I don't know what this was coated with. But it started to already got a lot of fingerprint marks. Not rust, but I want to say it's oxidizing already. It's not coated at all, it's raw. Oh, that makes sense. Okay, I shouldn't be touching that too much then. Do you prefer a hot swap or solder PCB? I don't have a preference. Lately, I have been leaning towards hot swap just because I'm lazy. But I generally buy solder for personal builds. I'm not someone who switches up often, so I don't personally need hot swap PCBs. What material is that weight? If I had to guess, I'm gonna say copper. Definitely copper or bronze, but it looks like copper. Oh, this is the PCB. It's copper? Yeah, it looks like copper. Too orange for bronze. Or brass, sorry, not bronze. Nice little PCB. Oh, Luffy. Luffy, don't touch the weight. Hey, yo, 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 yo. Okay. Via. Ooh, nice. Already being detected. What layout are we going with? Let me pull it up. Regular caps, full right. Wait, full right shift? Can you even build this with full right shift? No, you cannot. Regular caps, full right shift, split back, another split backspace build today. Okay. Yo, Mr. Heinebush, long time no see. Hello. Just heads up, be careful when installing that wood boat insert. It's got a very tight tolerance, and the wood can snap if you're not cautious. Oh, that is frightening. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Alright, Let's test the P. Huh? Luffy's back. Hey. What is going on? Did my VIA get hacked or what? Huh? PCB not being detected anymore? Huh? It's not showing up in VIA, what? Hold on. What? Why is VIA not picking it up? Dude, I've been having issues with VIA while streaming as of yesterday. I don't know what changed. Nothing changed. I had to upload a file? No, I'm still on Windows 10. I haven't upgraded to Windows 11. Let me see. Is it on VIA's GitHub? Can I use VIA? Let's see if there's a firmware. I mean, it was detecting it before. Charon. No, they only have one for the Sunsetter, which I don't think is this PCB. I think Charon hasn't been approved for the VIA. Oh, I see. Hold on, let me see if it's a cable issue. It could be a cable issue. Huh. Okay, maybe it's a cable issue. We cleared the first row. No. Huh? They flipped pipe key. That's the first. Okay, spacebar is definitely registering. It's just not showing up on this matrix view. Yeah, no, I think it looks like it was a cable issue. It seems to be working now. Is there a hex you can download from the Discord? Yes, someone just linked it. I see. Thank you. Have you tried Chandrine switches? Yes, I have. All right, PCB works fine. We can continue with the build. This is trash. Well, I could have sworn I saw Durock stabs. Oh, here we go. I like them just because of the lubing service. From who? Who provides lubing services? I want to build the board with the least effort possible. If you're looking for least effort, then yeah, probably best to hire a luber. Okay, we're going split backspace, so also only 3 stabs today. So this is a 65. Left shift, enter, spacebar. Left shift, enter, spacebar. For Luffy and Nami? What? There's an interest check for play tray. Sounds kind of sexual. It's a CNC'd aluminum tray that will sit nicely on the desk. I'll also help out with Cloudline and design various desk mats. Aww. Oh, this! I saw Mr. Lolstacks posted one. Man, I'm kind of down. But like, I shouldn't be buying stuff. I need to be saving money right now. What is this video? Is that marble or ball stuck there? Oh, it's not stuck. So it can be removed. Actually that's not good. Cause then my cats are just gonna knock it out every time. It's gonna go missing on the first day. Yeah, cats are just gonna eat it if it's not secured. Just kidding, no longer interested. It does make it easier to clean the product if it's removable, but it's actually unusable. Take the ball out and let them play? No. What if they eat it? I'm not about to pay some ridiculous vet bills because they swallowed a giant marble. Think of their poor anus, man. They're not going to be able to break that down in their stomach. If they eat that, they're either going to vomit it out or it's coming out the other end. I would be down if it fits in a soda can. What do you mean? Oh, the marble? What do you mean the marble fits in a soda can? Oh, like the mouth opening for the soda can. Don't think cats want to play with a metal tray. No, they're not playing with the metal tray. The ball is what they were playing with. Cats could shoot it out of them like a can. No. The Synergist, thank you for the 34 months. Bare Necessities with the 14 months. Thank you. What's your take on Nespresso? I low-key like Nespresso. It's super convenient. My parents use it. Every time I go visit them, you know, I don't mind Nespresso. Is it my favorite? No. But if like convenience is your utmost priority, I think Nespresso is pretty good. Sean Bueller, thanks so much for the 2 years. Thank you. I feel that Nexus shade. I always can use a new coaster for my desk. Oh, question chat. Do you guys prefer like one-time use coasters? Or do you guys have like dedicated, reusable, nice coasters? Looking to buy my first TKL. Looking at the NK87, Keychron Q3, QMK. Any preference in those two kits? I'd probably go NK87, entry edition. How do you usually make your coffee? Just pour over at the moment. Do not have an espresso machine. Cork coasters, best coasters. IKEA cork plant things are goat for coasters. What is that? Multi-use coasters, nice. I reuse the one-time use ones. Oh. Why use coasters? Because if you, well, I guess if you're using glass, it doesn't matter. But like if you have wooden desks, every time you place like a drink, like it can condensate. Plus coasters just can help minimize accident. If you spill just a little bit, it can help get liquid off your table. IKEA heat trivet cork. Oh, IKEA wants to know my location. No TY. Wait, this is massive. You use one of these for your drinks, Heiny? They're legit putting a stove on this. Hold on. You're telling me you use these for cups? I usually fit 2 to 3 cans. Damn. That's a pretty big coaster. But Heine likes his beer, so maybe that makes sense. He probably drinks 2 to 3 beers at a sitting. Sample different ones at once. Maybe he has a need for big coasters. You know we out here? Now you're painting a picture of me. Okay, there's something I don't understand. I'm not crazy about alcohol. But I do not understand people that can drink more than 1 glass of beer when they go out. Like, how do they handle that much liquid? Especially if you order like a 16 ounce. No, even like an 8 ounce. I just physically cannot fit that volume of liquid in my stomach. Jeans and frequent bathroom breaks. No, I also take frequent bathroom breaks. But like, I'm just so full after 1 beer. How can you eat more than 1 piece of bread? Hold on, 1 piece of bread? I feel like volumetrically is different from 1 glass of beer. No? Put your mind to it? Yeah, it always baffles me how people, their stomach can handle it. Bread is half air. I usually end up doing tasters flights when I'm out for that reason. It does get difficult. I do like flights, yeah. Do you use a preset on your photos, videos, or is it something you made? I love the film vibes it gives me, especially your over-the-shoulder cam. Oh, for stream? No, I just have a... This just has a technical Rec 709 conversion because the output is raw. Let me check. I'm pretty sure I don't have any filters. Yeah, I just adjust the brightness a little bit, but it's mostly just a technical let. For photos though, I do use some film simulation color profiles. Yeah, I've also been intentionally decreasing the sharpness of my photos. As I have been trying to go for that filmic look. I don't know, I don't need all that sharpness anymore. I also want to play around more with out of focus photos, but I haven't really tried that with keyboards yet. I don't know, something about out of focus, like intentionally making things out of focus. If it's done well, I enjoy it. Been good today? Thank you. Can anyone help me find a keycap set for my DZ60 RGB V2 board? Having a hard time finding some. Sure, what color scheme are you going for? What's your budget? I mean, if you buy, I feel like a lot of sets on KBT fans probably support DZ60 RGB. Assuming you're going for that bottom row, the wonky bottom row. man. I picked up an early 90s Nikon 35mm camera. I've been trying to take a bunch of pics with it. I still haven't got anything developed though. Ooh, Mr. Heinebush on film? Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, it's a great time, Heine. Document your last moments as a unmarried man. It's good for documenting your life, I feel like. And it'll be something nice to pass on to your family. If you want to play with focus creatively, I highly suggest checking Lens Baby. What is Lens Baby? Oh, a keyword from the program. No. I don't mean. I mean, yes, it does look cool if you shift the plane off focus like that. I just mean more so more so through composition and intentionally making it out of focus is what I meant. But yes, I haven't played around with Lens Baby, but you could do this just by detaching your lens, kind of. It's not recommended, but if you detach your lens and then you kind of shift it, it also kind of works that way. I have to work for a client with the most atrocious membrane keyboard. Nice. A lot of places still use membrane keyboards. Have you heard of alpaca cables? Nope. You should check out Cable Mod though. They have an awesome configurator you can use. cablemod.com/Taeha. Have you seen the Cinebloom filter? Yes, of course. I never tried them out because I was already using Pro Mist before those came out. I recently switched over to Glimmer Glass though. It's similar to Pro Mist, but it's a little bit more subtle. In my opinion. Because you can kind of tell when... I feel like it's pretty noticeable when you can tell something was shot with like a bloom filter. Maybe it'll always be noticeable, but I want to make it more subtle. I missed out on a deal for Cable Mod? Yeah, you missed out. It was a good deal. 20% off all cables. Drop has their MT3 BOGO, buy one get one free. I got one, hopefully comes in quick. Will Cable Mod have another deal soon? Cannot say. It was more of a celebratory thing. I don't imagine it'll be often. You could try holding off until Black Friday to see if they have deals, but... Greatest album of all time? This album? What is it? Kind of Blue? I think that was the name, Kind of Blue. The Miles Davis album. They were all like, ew, imagine not supporting small brand. Who said that? Jeremy Germ, hello. Hope you're having a nice day. Yes, sir. Thank you. Oh, you're a Nox viewer. I see that Nox emote. Read my previous comment. Oh, I gotta scroll up. Hold on. These stabs are Durock V2 stabs, for anyone wondering. Can I crash your wedding? Okay. I recommended someone cable mod and I got bullied by all the keyboard experts for it. What? Why? Who? Where? I haven't really heard of other keyboard experts bashing cable mod cables. Yo, Chris, hello. Oh, Chris, the hoodie is sick. It fits so nicely too. It's just so hot right now. But once it cools down, or if I ever go out at night, I'm definitely wearing it. I love how it turned out. I just saw your new vlog. Did you get some bagels from Maury's while you were getting wine? No, I didn't. Black Inches, thanks for the 17 months. Toby Queef with the Prime sub, thank you. On the NZXT Discord, there is your issue. Why would you seek keyboard expert help from the NZXT Discord? I don't think many keyboard experts hang out in the NZXT Discord. No flame to NZXT, but like, if you're building high-end customs, you're probably not in the NZXT Discord, because you're also probably custom building your own PC. How important is balancing the wire for stabs? I would say it's pretty important. It can be a big reason why your stabilizer ticks. But if you buy nicer quality stabilizers like Durock V2, TX, you don't really, there's like a 99% chance you don't need to balance it. So I choose not to if it's a good enough stabilizer. I also check before I solder anything, so I have never really balanced wires on stream. Never had an issue. It's my 22nd birthday. Can I get ear-shattering kiss? Okay, buddy. People who build custom PCs usually don't build custom keyboards. Is that true? I don't know, that might have changed. I mean, custom PCs blew up during the pandemic, just like custom keyboards. I feel like they might go hand in hand. I do both? Yeah, I feel like a lot of people do both. If they don't partake in both, it's most likely because it's too expensive to partake in both, but I built my PC and it led to my desk, which led me to my keyboard. Man, custom building your desk sounds pretty cool. I only got into keyboards because of PC stuff. Same. If I was not building a custom PC in college, I might not have found this hobby. I mean, if you're watching this stream and building PCs, you're likely building both. Kind of crazy that during the pandemic, a time where so many people became jobless, led to a boom in some of the most expensive hobbies. Yeah. It was copium. Pandemic copium. Lost job, got a retail therapy. Copium. I need a custom desk so bad. I'm surprised Knowledge doesn't have a custom desk. Knowledge for sure needs a new desk. Don't recommend custom desk if you're lazy, too much work. Oh, I mean, I feel like when I say custom desk, it doesn't even need to be that custom. Just like even a custom top would be pretty cool. with like a designer material that you want. I wouldn't recommend anything custom if you're lazy. True. I really want to build a sit stand, but I'm so worried I'd miss the IKEA setup. Why would you miss the IKEA setup if you can? Wait, what is special about this IKEA setup? You can go sit stand with an IKEA desktop. A lot of people do that. They just buy the motorized legs, and then they slap their IKEA tabletop on top of the legs. A standing L desk is the move. Yeah, I kind of want an L desk because I need a lot of desk space. Maybe next I would not mind getting a L-shaped desk. But it's such a hassle when you have to move with that. You can buy a slab of countertop wood from Home Depot. Yeah, a lot of people do that too. Does it work if I have Alex drawers underneath it as well? You can. Yeah, I mean, you just won't be able to lower your desk as much. Your lower desk setting is limited then by the height of the Alex drawer, but you could easily fit one in. Another thing to keep in mind though, if you fit an Alex drawer underneath your desk, like that's an area of your desk you can no longer like glide across to. So I mean, I guess if you don't mind that, I don't see why Alex drawers would be an issue with sit-stand desks. I mean, if anything, sit-stand desks can go lower and higher than a regular IKEA desk. So you should be able to fit your Alexa drawer. Wobbly monitors on sit-stand. I mean, mine wobble a little bit if I apply a lot of pressure, but during normal use it doesn't wobble. How do you recommend cleaning your desk mats? I live in constant fear of messing up the beautiful design. I don't speak for all brands, but if you have bought any desk mats from reputable custom keyboard vendors, you can machine wash desk mats. Just throw it in the washing machine. I usually do no spin. I have a no spin setting. I still use regular detergent that I use for washing my clothes. Run it through the dryer, run it through the washer, and it's bing chillin'. Yeah, you could honestly add spin too. I probably wouldn't go crazy with the spin, but if it's a low spin, desk mats are pretty durable. Don't run it through the dryer, let it air dry? Wait, why? What's wrong with running it through the dryer? I've always run my desk mats through the dryer. Is there an issue? Will fabric softener make my mouse glide better? Okay. Last time I put one in the drying, it warped. A risk of warping. Huh. I don't think any of my desk mats have warped. I will keep that in mind. Yeah, I guess if you don't want to risk that, just air dry it. Air drying always works too. Probably has too high heat. Also true, yeah, maybe. My dryer is not that strong. Sometimes I have to run my batch like twice. So maybe my dryer is just weak. Kind of sucks. Oh, I am behind on alerts. A Moo dinner 16 months. Rywolf, thanks for the bits. What do you use to clean all your keyboards and how often do you clean them? For me, cleaning keyboard, I take off all the keycaps first. chuck them in a bowl with denture tabs, disinfect them, vacuum off all the dust and hairs. Hold on, is this an aluminum plate? This does not feel like aluminum. Hold on, let me check this client's entry. I was told aluminum plate, but this is not aluminum. Was the other? No, I could have sworn it was FR4. Yeah, this for sure is FR4. This one feels like stainless steel to me. Maybe they misspoke. We'll go with this. This is also the first time we're trying out Ethereal Pandas. Ooh. Did you change your stream settings? Nope. I have not touched anything. Why? Kura, hello. What case we got? This is the Charon, or sorry, Charon. It's the Charon board. Oh, I forgot saying, yeah, I vacuum off all the dust once I remove the keycaps. That's about it. I don't know what else you would need to do. You don't really need to clean switches. I mean, if you need to clean your switches, then you just need to rebuild your keyboard at that point. I don't know how bad your, I don't know how dirty your of a keyboard we're talking. What key switches you got in that red and black? Charon Lion switches. What's your favorite plateless board? Oh, I haven't tried a whole lot. Off the top of my head, probably the NCR 80. That one's really nice. Probably some old vintage plateless build that I like. My holy pandas, after heavy use, need a re-lube and cleaning. They are very crunchy. How long of a use are we talking? Okay. Left shift could use just a tiny bit more. But spacebar and enter sound pretty good. Is this build for someone? Yes, this is a client build today. Two years-ish. The legs, oh yeah, 2 years is a pretty long time. I would say switches are probably due for a re-lube. Assuming you use it consistently during those 2 years, yeah, it can probably use a cleaning and re-lubing. Yeah, a lot of my keyboards that I've built 2-3 years ago, they feel like ass right now. When am I getting my free client build? Should I make that a channel point redemption? How many points is enough for a free build service? Should I make that a million points? 2 mil? 5 mil? No, 5 mil sounds crazy. Although 100K, I feel like it's not impossible to hit the millions with my stream. If you doubt on typing tests, there's a high chance you just win your money back, no? Plus a little, plus some extra. Ear sizzle, thanks for the 19 months. Casual aces, thanks for the prime. This stream combined with mind-destroying quantum physics homework is a whole vibe. Quantum physics, we got a smart person in chat. Yeah, but I'm a believer no matter what, so it will never happen. Oh, really now? Are you actually believer only? Are you a super believer? Taeha, please recommend me a nice keyboard plus numpad combo. What's your budget? There aren't too many. Also, what keyboard size are you looking for? You're asking a very generic question. Whoa, Mr. Castor Boris, thank you so much for the 42 months. Can't wait to add 420. Dang, it'll be pretty cool once I hit the 420 sub mark. How many years is 420 months? 420 divided by 8. Holy, that's 5 years. Wait. No, I did my math wrong. Why did I divide by 8? It's 420 divided by 12. I'm stupid. Can we still buy the Frog TKL? It is not in stock, but Gion regularly has sales of it. 8 months in a year node. Where do you buy those frogs? Swag keys. Okay. No more stab rattle. Hold on, let me confirm spacebar one more time. Okay. We're good, we're good. I thought Gion was taking a break. Yes, he is taking a break, but like it'll come back. Don't pay aftermarket for a frog. He does have a lot of other projects on his plate right now though. We also make sure the client hasn't emailed anything. Oh, good thing I checked my email. We are switching to FR4 plate. Ooh, good thing I checked. All right, no longer using stainless steel. No plate foam? Oh, you're right. I also forgot about plate foam. Good thing I checked the email just now. Yeah, I was also not digging how this sounded with the stainless steel. You don't see stainless steel plate builds too often nowadays. It's a pretty harsh plate material, I feel like, for sound and feel. Okay, we are switching to the FR4 plate instead. No longer need this. I ordered the Gentleman 65 from Deskeys Design. Have you seen that keyboard? Gentleman 65. It sounds familiar, but I could not tell you what it looked like off the top of my head. FR4 good? Yeah. I heard putting stacks of paper beneath your keyboard makes it sound better. When you say beneath, do you mean like under the keyboard but outside of the case, or inside the keyboard but on the bottom of the case? Please recommend me a nice TKO keyboard plus numpad combo, 2K budget. Oh, you have a 2K budget? Just commission someone then. There's nothing in stock, as far as I know, for a nice TKO plus numpad combo. You could try looking for a Heine TKO 1 plus numpad combo. Those will be matching. If you don't want to go the aftermarket route, you can always just commission someone for 2K. 2K is a lot of money. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing good. How are you? I just had a comp sci midterm. Imagine. Midterms? What are midterms? Thinking about getting the Space 65. Does anyone know of any better 65 boards coming out? Better in what sense? What do you not like about Space 65? What would be a better keyboard to you? Better looking, better sounding, better feeling? Andrew McMullen, thanks for the 3 months. Better looking, not my taste. I like minimal. Okay, if you like minimal, you definitely should not get Space 65. You could look at the Mode 65, yeah. Can you still purchase a Mode 65? You might be able to. modedesigns.com/Taeha types. Oh, it's sold out. But they will probably come back. Would not be surprised if the Mode 65 came back. Potentially with revisions. Recently did my first solder keyboard. Mono K KFEC and I'm in love. Nice. Yeah, KFEC is nice. Maker Alexa is plateless gasket or top mount? What? I think the Freebird TKL is still available. They were looking for a 65 though. Freebird is a TKO. Well, F-roll-less. This Freebird is the F-roll-less TKO, right? Did you get glare? No, I think I might hold off. Gotta pay for a wedding. Do you like MP3 cap or no? I like the sculpt. I'm not crazy about the font. The font is okay. I do like the sculpt, but it's not for everyone. MP3 is pretty aggressively sculpted in my opinion. I personally like it. Waiting for Angel extras, maybe for 65. Oh, you know what? I think I might have received my Angel. I picked up a package from Canon Keys. If the Angels did ship, it might be that. I had no idea what it was. MP3 is nice, but not amazing colorway so far. Yeah, I mean, not a lot of designers choose to run MT3. Also partly because of drop policies. So that's why. It's a shame MT3 does not get used more, because it is a good sculpt. It's a good profile. And you could achieve nice results. But it's drop. Where did you get those shell trays? Exclamation stones. Would you auction off one of your personal boards to fund your wedding? That is an idea. Should I do that? Is it time to auction some boards? I do have a lot of boards. I should probably sell some of them, huh? Auction cats? No. MT3 greater than S8? Agreed. Oh, is it not stone? Maybe it's exclamation. Oh, there you go. It's stone. Yeah, sorry. Stone. Dang, what would I even auction off though? If you do, please auction the retro refrigerator heavy grail. Ooh, but I like that board though. I like that. Exclamation stoned. If you designed your own board, what size would you go with? Probably a TKL. It's my favorite layout. TKL is GOAT. One of your Kazes? What do you mean one of my Kazes? I only have one Kaze. No, I'm probably not going to sell the Kaze. I'm keeping that. That board is too beautiful. I do not remember what config I picked for the Angel. It's been a while. I just place orders and I don't think about it. Should I build a Nibble 65 as my first build? Sure. Don't see why. It would be an issue. Question chat. We have all these nice budget options available now, right? Do you guys think it is better for newcomers to start off with a budget build? Yes or no? Or do you think it doesn't matter if they jump straight up to a nicer custom? Everyone was complaining about, oh, there's nothing budget available. But now that we have budget options, would you still recommend beginners start off on budget? What are you defining as budget? Just strictly monetarily speaking, let's say under $200. Under 200 is probably not budget, but let's just keep it flexible. In the world of customs, under 200 is not a whole lot. Yes, because you don't really know what you like or not. Makes them appreciate higher end builds more when they start from budget. Honestly, like a month after buying a budget, I wish I had spent a little bit more for something a tad nicer. That's what I'm saying, right? If you start on the tofu, you're gonna want something nicer after, no? Oh, I forgot pipe key. I think the problem is FOMO more than budget. The QK65, Zoom 65, those are great options. Start on a Hex. Hello, Mr. Castor Boris. I've been hard shilling the Hex 4B. Where are they? Hello? I have spoken on stream many times saying it was one of my favorite builds of last year. No Hex 4Bs to buy though. I'm just kidding. I have used my tofu for over 3 years and I'm dying for a nicer option. Would have also saved more money if I got a lot nicer one. I started with tofu 60, recently modded to be gummy O-ring and now feels mega premium. They're currently in anodization. Nice. I upgraded my KB67 with the aluminum case after a while. The weight made a big difference to the feel of the board. Yeah, weight can affect both. Wait, feel? I don't know if weight affects typing feel, but it definitely changes the sound. Hex 4B is gonna be July at least before extras. I see. Yeah, if you guys build the Hex 4B plateless, if you guys copy this build, it sounds and feels pretty nice. Okay, let me refer to this in case there's any mid steps. Attach PCB mount stabs. Stack the plate. Insert switches. Solder switches. Okay. No funny middle steps I gotta be careful about. Do you mil-max any of your solder boards? I do not. Depends. Some budget will make you wish you save up a bit and get a nice board. Budget is not worth if you have a particular taste for aesthetic and premium feels. Oh, another question. What is a premium feeling keyboard? What determines the level of premiumness? Because in the past, when there weren't as many options, I think it was fair to say tray mount was considered a more budget mounting system. Not because tray mount necessarily is bad, but I guess tray mount wasn't, people didn't play around with tray mount enough. But like, you can gummy O-ring tray mount boards, right? And those feel pretty nice. So what is a premium typing feel? Premium is personal preference, I feel, because someone who has not felt custom would say Razer is premium. How many people say wow when you flex it in a Discord equals premium? Premium keyboard is either premium finish, rare typing feel, and or sound. So according to your definition, rarity defines the premiumness of a feel or sound. I kinda like tray mount with stiff plates. Can we see the case please? Oh, I'm soldering, so I can't really show it yet, but we will assemble once it's soldered. Material, overall fit of components, and typing feel from plus sound. Right, but I'm saying typing feel, right? How do you make, what determines whether a typing feel is premium or budget or mid-tier? I'm just trying to play devil's advocate. Because I've been trying to answer this question, right? All these newcomers talk about, can you recommend me a mid-tier board, high-tier board? But like, what does that mean? The finishing and aesthetics make it premium. Typing feel is all preference. Okay, let me hit you with another question then. What makes a certain aesthetic more premium than another aesthetic? Finishing, I feel like we could probably somewhat objectively quantify a premium finish over a not as premium finish. Feel is not just typing feel. Wait, what? If feel is not typing feel, then what are you talking about? A premium typing feel is something that requires enough construction finesses, components that budget keyboards cannot afford. Wait, but what can budget keyboards not afford nowadays that high-end boards do? We have gasket and budget boards. We have gummy O-ring and budget boards. You can make budget boards sound premium, whatever that means. I would say intricacy of the design, boxy versus ornate curved. Huh, that's interesting. That's interesting. So you're saying boxy design language is considered more premium over curved? I don't know if that's a good definition. It's a little intangible, but you can tell the difference between a big brand mechanical watch versus a micro brand mechanical watch. Same goes for keyboards. Material and machining process is what makes a board premium to me. Freebird TKL is a great example of is it premium or budget? I mean, design is not purely subjective, is it? There is good and bad design by objective standards, whether you like good or like. Whether you like good or like bad design is where it becomes subjective. Some people just don't have good taste. Oh, that's a fighting statement. Whether you like good or like bad design is where it becomes subjective. Some people just don't have good taste. Depends. Does it have Key Cult logo or not? I'd say curves greater than boxy, since curves are usually more difficult to machine. Really? I feel like curvy boards are not that popular in this hobby though. This hobby prefers more rigid, rectangular design. My head hurts reading chat. Sounds like you're trying to bait the viewers. No. I legit want to have a discussion. I want to settle this debate of like what is a premium versus high end. Like let's take for example the Hex 4B. Is this premium or is this budget? Design wise, this is probably as basic as a keyboard gets. No flame. This is probably the most basic keyboard design you could have. Literally a rectangle wedge. But it types and feels and sounds. It's one of my favorites last year. So is it budget? Is it premium? What definition do we define premium and budget with? Great value? But what makes this not premium then? If it types and sounds to my taste. Is it just the fact that it's cheap? I wanted to pop in and say I really appreciate your vids on you. I've been slowly diving into the world. You've done a great job. Thank you. The Hex put my desk mat on the map. True. I did the typing test of this with Nox's desk mat. What makes a premium finish versus poor finish? I think finish you can definitely tell, right? Like sometimes you can see banding or blotchiness and anode quality. I think there's, at least when it comes to like finishing, you can somewhat objectively rank it. Almost all the hobby is pretty premium TBH. Low amount made at mostly really good quality and decent price. I see that makes it premium, yes. I'm not sure. I don't have a definition myself, which is why I'm just bouncing. I'm just playing devil's advocate. I think build quality and materials are the only objective ways to tell if it's premium or not. Build quality and materials. But most customs are mostly metal. CNC complexity drives up the cost to make things more premium. Okay, a lot of you guys are saying intricacy of the CNC complexity drives up cost. That is true. But does that necessarily make it more premium? Like you could have a insanely hard to machine keyboard, but it can sound and feel like ass. No? Would you call it premium then just because it was intricate to CNC? Same here, just join the discussion. Only Apple products are premium KEKW. It could also just be bad design. I think the price is what determines if it's premium. That was one of the conclusions I arrived at. Like when we're talking about high-end budget mid-tier, maybe we should only be talking strictly monetary value-wise. Like what was the price of it? Because outside of, can you really quantify a subjective scale of like sound and feel? Oh, hold on. Oh, did I get some of the pictures edited back? Ooh. Ooh. I'll have to check this after stream. A company can call something premium, then charge an arm and a leg for it. Also, premium is a relative matter. Premium equals successfully made 2K off mech market. So premium is just price premium. I mean, well, I'm not saying that's the answer, but that is, I think that's maybe one potential, I don't know, idea. Like when you call a board high end, maybe we should only be talking strictly monetary in the monetary sense. I think we have to account for a compilation of everything we've talked about: CNC complexity, build quality, material cost, and sound quality, like a point system rubric. What's the crappiest high-end price-wise board you have? Crappiest high-end board. What is my crappiest high-end board that I own right now? Will you ever do a tiered list of all the boards you built? I don't know. Why is Keycult considered premium? Yeah, that's another question, right? Why? I mean, no flame to Keycult. I like Keycult, and in my heart, I know Keycult is premium. But can I write it? Can I define it on paper? Why is Keycult considered premium? Or let's take like another, like other popular budget boards, right? Why is Keycult premium, but let's say Iki Aurora 68? Why is the Iki Aurora 68 not premium? Because the Iki Aurora is also highly regarded by a lot of people for their typing feel and sound. So what makes Keycult more premium? They take the time to actually bring out the products that they are satisfied with. So, well, I mean, that is true, but we can't blanket say that about other, we can't assume that about other designers, right? I believe they are both premium, just different price tiers. The cost of the build material. I don't think going off cost of build material is a good definition. Because you could use expensive material, but still produce a shit product. Explosive Vinyl, hello. Oh, Explosive Vinyl, nice name. I unboxed a vinyl earlier this stream. I don't know if you were here earlier. Maybe I'll bring it out after the build. Is the 7V premium despite its $400 group buy price? Yes. I would say most people would argue 7V is premium. No? When someone considers a keyboard that's a couple $100 not premium, omega lol. Yeah, 7V is... I don't know if you were trying to flame that 400 for group buy price was cheap, but that is a premium product. 400 is a lot. Then there is no such thing as a premium polycarb board. That's also true. If we go by cost metrics, or cost of raw material metrics, would we disqualify plastic keyboards from ever being premium? Premium is the point on an XY graph where the material quality intersects the build execution. I'm not saying it isn't premium. I'm just saying you can't base tier. Oh wait, you can't base price as a tier point. Wait, what? Why can you not base? Oh, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Well, no, I meant price of the overall product, not price of raw materials. Because a polycarb board is just about as expensive to sell as a aluminum board because of the machining cost. The polycarb itself as a material might be cheaper, but once you add machining costs, it's just about the same. So many names? What do you mean so many names? Wait, did I misspeak? I thought premium just means more expensive compared to other products in the same category. It all circles back to marketing in my head. Oh, there's Taeha tapes in chat. Oh. Wait, there's a Taeha tapes in chat? Who took that username? Taeha. There is a Taeha tapes. What? And their profile picture is an owl? The heck? I don't like owls. Use cars as a comparison. Why is Audi premium versus Volkswagen? Or Volkswagen. They have a lot of similar parts, but they're very different prices. Okay. As someone who has driven both an Audi and a Volkswagen, there is a premium difference to the Audi that is noticeable, I would say. I feel like cars are probably different though, because like cars, there's actual, I don't know, like technologically different specs. I don't know. Yeah, cars are more complex. I have an Audi S6 and there's a massive difference. Yeah, I have driven both Audi cars and Volkswagen cars, and there definitely is a difference, even though they're both owned by the same parent company and they share a lot of stuff. In the end, all you can do with your keyboards is type on them and take pictures. Also true. Not wrong. Soran speaking just simple truth. Any shitbox enthusiasts? What is a shitbox enthusiast? The repair cost is premium as well on Audi. True. Okay, let me pull up the sponsor segment. Soran with the bars as always. Artificial scarcity equals premium. Gibson burns guitars if they see their prices going down. Wait, really? Do they actually burn their own guitars? It's a funny name people give to really old 20 to 30-year-old cars with problems, usually JDMs. Ah. To me, attention to detail is what differentiates an Audi from a Volkswagen or a Tofu from a Rama. Attention to detail is what differentiates an Audi from a Volkswagen. Okay, here's another question though. Attention to detail. I get the idea of attention to detail, right? But like some designs don't require the same level of attention to detail as other designs. So can you judge based off attention to detail? Like take an example. The Hex 4B, right? It's a classic design. Is there really a need for attention to detail when they went with just the classic rectangle wedge shape? There's not really much room for attention to detail, no? Depends on the VW. Like my GTI is significantly better than a base model Golf. Audi shares more parts with Porsche than Volkswagen. That's it. Audi uses the same 2.9 engine as Porsche, the same 4.0 TT as a Bentley Continental, and Lambo Ursus. Alright, I have no idea what you just said, but I will take your word for it. You would be surprised. But people want, if you take fashion as an example, premium strictly depends on price and marketing. Cost of product has nothing to do with it. Some high-end brands use shit materials. Yeah, I can get by that, yeah. It's all the same. If you rip up panels in your Cayenne, there's VW logos everywhere. We are really discussing how do we value art. Is that the question we're trying to ultimately solve? How do we value art? Question. Another question for chat. Is it art if the designer had no intention of making it art in the first place? Is that still art? Yes? Like we're seeing mass-produced-ish products. Not mass-produced, but we're getting to that mass-produced level, right? And some companies might not care so much for the design or art aspect of it. Yes. The more I think about this, the more I realize that budget bores are catching up to our previous definition of premium. Art is subjective. Art is all made up anyway. Art is in the eye of the beholder. Isn't that kind of messed up, though? If the original designer did not intend for it to be art, and then society was like, F you, we're going to call this art. Now it is art, and we're going to define it by art standards. Isn't that kind of messed up? How can art be real if our eyes aren't real? True. So art is just a big scam. There's no... What happened to the autofocus? You can have mass-produced art that people care about the aesthetic a lot, though. This tells a lot about society. Yeah. I don't know if it's evident, but I don't have a high view of society. Or people in general. The world is doomed. Our society, your society, don't count me in, frick. No, man, you're just as much a part of it, Soran. We as a human race, Homo sapiens, What is the waitlist for your philosophy class? I do enjoy philosophy though. It's fun to talk about and think about. Spoken like a true Pisces. My Vega is flush now. Oh, nice. What was the issue? Existentialist stream today? No. Do any of you guys vibe with like serious schools of thought and philosophy? Any nihilists in chat? I have met a couple nihilists in my lifetime. Pretty interesting to talk to. Your pubes got stuck. That's what was wrong with the Vega. Shoot. Yes, I got my pubes in extra Prius's Vega somehow. And that was causing his keyboard to be lopsided. Sorry, man. My pubes are just too thick. I always turn nihilist after these types of discussions. Any help on wobbly stab housings? Wobbly stab housings? What kind of wobble are you talking to? If you're using screw-in stabs, they should not be wobbling. If they are screw-in and they're still wobbling, maybe you need to install some shims. If they're clip-in, they still shouldn't be wobbling really. Yeah, we went from philosophical keyboard discussion to pubes. Dude, Jinshi, thank you so much for the 21 months. Cubicle Trash with the Prime, Cluso with the 19. Ham Kenobi with the 32, thank you. Falfalo with the 9 months, thank you. Sorry, I was behind. How do you store your keyboards that you aren't using? Just keyboard stands? No, a lot of keyboards. Well, nowadays they usually come with a carrying case like this. If they don't, you can buy them. Great segue to the sponsor segment. One of my sponsors sells cases. I'll mention it. All right, our first sponsor that we have is Cable Mod. Head on over to cablemod.com/Taeha types. If you guys want to buy custom cables that ship out quickly, Cable Mod is your answer. They have an online configurator that visually shows you all the parts that you can customize and updates in real time. They have tons of colorways. They've got quick disconnects. They've got gradient color schemes. Check out cablemod.com/Taeha types. Next we have Divinity. Head on over to divinity.com/Taeha types. Check out their DK Oni linear switches exclusive to Divinity. It's pretty nice. If you are also too lazy to lube your own switches and want to buy pre-brush lube switches, Divinity also sells pre-lubed switches. But you can also buy tons of other stuff, keyboard kits, lubes. They have tons of other switches. Check out divinity.com/Taeha types. Whoa, Cass, thanks for the 21 months. What is the ugliest color scheme you can recommend? Ugliest color scheme? Not a Zombu sponsor segment. Ugliest color scheme. What is an ugly color scheme? Green and yellow? Yeah, green and yellow. Brown and yellow. Brown and yellow? Yeah, let's say piss yellow. No one likes a piss yellow colored product. Piss yellow and like you just need to put some clashing colors together. Yeah. Piss yellow with what clashes with yellow though? Like a razor green? Packers fan gonna tackle you? Piss yellow and bright red. Oh yeah, let's put two clashing colors of yellow. There you go. Piss yellow and highlighter yellow. Neon green and brown. I feel like neon green can look nice. Would it look nice with brown? Neon green and brown? I'm not sure. Orange, green, and purple at full vibrancy. It's clip-in, but I've seen people use Band-Aid mod, but it makes the stab mushy probably. Even if it's clip-in, it shouldn't really be wobbling. If you don't want a Band-Aid mod, certain stable, I think KBD fans sell some. They sell stabilizer spacers that you would put where the Band-Aid mod usually goes, but it's not as mushy. It's mostly to fill up the gap between the PCB and the bottom of the stabilizer housing, so it sits tight. All right, next sponsor, we have KBD Fans. Head on over to kbdfans.com/Taeha Types. Check out their Soul Series lineup of desk mats. It's a pre-order, but the artwork is pretty cool, as well as the Synchronize series of desk mats. But KBD Fans also sells tons of in-stock, affordable products. Check them out. Our next sponsor is Keycult. Head on over to keycult.com. You can still join the pre-order for the Salvin X Keycult metal artisan key pre-order. Multiple colorways. If you guys are into collecting metal artisans, highly recommend. I don't think there's been news for any sales, upcoming raffles that I missed, but keep your eyes peeled for upcoming Keycult news. Make sure you guys are in their server, as well as for all of my other sponsors, and follow their socials. Our next sponsor is Kinetic Labs. Head on over to kineticlabs.store/Taeha Types. They are bringing back Marcia's designed desk mat, the Shiba themed desk mat, available today. Check it out. They also sell Polycaps keycaps. If you're in the market for some budget-friendly PBT keycaps, check out Polycaps. Kinetic Labs also carries tons of lubes, some switches, keyboard accessories, keyboard building tools. Check out kineticlabs.store/Taeha Types. Heine sells spacers too? Oh yeah, maybe you could also buy Heine if you are in the US. Our next sponsor is Mode. Head on over to modedesigns.com/Taeha Types. You can still join the pre-order for the Mode 80 2022 edition. That will be open for quite a while, as it is probably going to be a staple of Mode's catalog. Their Mode Sonnet will be releasing for pre-order on April 22nd, and I will be getting sent one to build on stream. We will be building it with Charon Oil Kings, most likely on the day of the pre-order. Time has not been confirmed yet. But yeah, check out modedesigns.com/Taeha Types. You can also pick up some switches while you're there. They also have a pretty cool configurator as well that updates in real time to give you a good idea of what product you're ordering. Next we have Novel Keys. Head on over to novelkeys.com. PBT Cherry Blossom in stock. PBT Raw. I think the pre-order ends in a couple days, next week maybe. Make sure you guys check out PBT Raw. If you guys want something that doesn't have the traditional Latin characters, you want an alternate alphas, check out PBT Raw. But Novel Keys also sells tons of other products. For any in-stock product, if you use code REDO at checkout, saves you 5%. They have tons of desk mats, they have tons of switches, tons of extras of previous group buy, keycap sets still sitting in stock. And they have NK65s in stock as well. Do you know what configuration you are getting on the Sonnet? No idea. I don't know how much flexibility I have, because I will be getting sent a prototype and they haven't ordered It is a prototype batch, so they probably, I don't know how many configurations they ordered. Next we have OmniType. Head on over to omnitype.com/TaehaTypes. No GMK set run this month, but they have extras of, they have 4 sets in stock now. GMK Redacted, GMK Minimal 2, GMK Moto 2, oh I lied, 5. GMK Pono as well, and S8 Dual Shot. OmniType, all of you guys wanted in-stock sets, it's finally here on OmniType. Still tons of them. But they also carry several switch options. If you were looking for a keyboard carrying storage solution, someone asked, you can also buy keyboard storage cases from OmniType. If you use code SWEETTAE at checkout, saves you 5% off in-stock OmniType products. Okay, I think that's all the switches. NK has a Breaking Bad desk pad. Yes, they have Breaking Bad desk pad and Breaking Bad keycaps, officially licensed. If you are a Breaking Bad fan, definitely recommend. Okay, let's check for straightness. Plate and fitment felt mostly firm. Can never be too safe. Oh, that scared me. It was not installed all the way. Where did the other caps go? Wait, Keycaps 2, my wallet gonna cry. Yeah, they officially licensed Breaking Bad products. It's pretty cool. The keycap set is really nice. You gotta get the Pollos Hermanos. I do need that. It's priced well also. Yeah, Novel Keys is PBT sets. I would say right now are probably the best in-stock PBT quality, bang for buck. I have 2. I saw when I visited. Yeah. Did you guys all finish Better Call Saul? Where can we get these switches? If you Google search, these should come up. I forget which vendors had these off the top of my head, but I gotta watch last season. Yeah, I just finished. For one of my enthusiast boards, I attempted to desolder and resolder different switches, and I managed to melt the board that caused 3 of my keys to work improperly. Regardless of taking it to a repair shop, is there a certain way I can recover the board, or would the best course be action to get another one? It depends how badly you melted the board. Hard to say without seeing it in person. If you know how to use a multimeter and no circuits, you could probably try to jump the burnt pads. But yeah, hard to diagnose without seeing it in person. Any recs on a budget aluminum DIY kit, building for a friend who wants to spend as little as possible but wants aluminum hot swap? If you're going for budget aluminum, probably KBD fans. Tofu's on the cheaper end. Bakoneko 60, NK65 aluminum edition, QK65, yeah. You could wait for the Zoom 65 Essential. I'm not sure what your timeline is, but is this straight? Yes, left side is straight. That is on flush, yes. Ooh, new QK65 round is coming out again? Okay, I should probably join in on that so I can check it out. Okay. Oh, sick. Right side looks pretty straight as well. Let's test. Did we forget any switch? Trying to watch Better Call Saul with my lady, but she want to rewatch all the older seasons. Oh, she's trying to rewatch. That's a commitment. I'm not one that usually rewatches shows or movies. Okay, Spacebar is registering, it's just not showing up in the she says she needs to catch up. Oh, but she could also just read like a catch-up article. No, I've seen Breaking Bad 5 times. That's a lot. The whole series? Holy crap. Like, even my most favorite shows and films, I don't think I've rewatched 5 times of anything. That's how you pick up the small details. I usually just watch like the highlight or like theory explained videos on YouTube for that. I've seen The Crow like 8 times. What's The Crow? I've seen the whole Marvel saga 8 times now. Holy crap. I've probably watched The Office 5 times, but that's a show I can just put in the background. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people put Office in the background. But how many times have you watched Feel with Lube? Holy Panda. Did you just ask what's The Crow? Seriously? Yeah. Wait, is this a popular movie? I'm pretty movie illiterate. Let's look this up. Oh, it's a Brandon Lee movie. Crow. Oh, I should add. Crow Brandon Lee. 1994. Oh, it precedes me. I'll have to watch this. Where can you watch it? Pog movie. Uncultured swine. Okay. All right, let me go wash my hands. Nathan reminded me that I'm old. fact this man didn't know why 50 Cent was hanging upside down the Super Bowl should tell you he'd never seen The Crow. Feels bad. Yeah, I'm sorry I'm a fob. The first 5 years in the US, I was just struggling trying to learn English, man. Didn't understand movies. You didn't see In the Club music video? I probably did growing up, but it probably didn't stick because I don't understand what he was saying. I did listen to a lot of rap when I was a kid, but I didn't know what they were saying. Oh, let me tell you, no joke. I listened to rap growing up, right? And I was like the more techie guy in my friend group, and one of my friends who was a pastor's kid wanted me to burn him a CD disc of just like songs that I liked. So I put in like rap songs that I liked. I put in like, well, I'm pretty sure Confession was in it. Like the old Usher songs, old like Fergie songs. And then I gave it to my friend, and then his parents listened to it too. And he's a pastor's kid. And then I got scolded afterward. I think it was Confession that tipped him over the edge. And then I re-listened to it and I go, okay, I can see why. Yeah. You'd make a shitty DJ? Yo, Confession was a popular song when I was in elementary. Have you ever watched Kim's Convenience? I tried the first season. It was okay. I didn't think the humor was that great. It was mid humor, so I didn't bother finishing it. Let it burn, bro. Ooh. Yeah, I also still probably cannot tell you what Yeah by Usher was about. That was probably the first like big song that I heard when I was fresh off the boat. I never bothered to look up what Yeah really meant. All right. Step 4, insert and screw in back weight and back badge to case. Okay, so we're gonna work with the bottom first. Should have added TLC. When did you move to the US? 2000. Should we insert the wooden weight first? That probably makes sense, right? Where did they mention the wooden weight? I think we do wooden weight first. Oh yeah, I see. It's on step 4. I see. Fresh off the boat? Yeah, man. The dude from the Marvel movie was in Kim's Convenience. Yes, Simu Liu? Yeah. I see screw holes. Oh, there's all the hardware. Okay. All right. Chat said to be really careful with this because it could snap. Let's hope this wood does not crack. Oh, the tolerance is... Oh. It's kind of tight. Oh. 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 All right, this is never coming out. I don't think there's a way to remove this. Once it's in here, it's in here. Okay, we got it in. No cracks. Saved. No cracks. Yeah, tolerance isn't perfect though. Probably because it's wood. That's the issue with wood. You can't really... It'll always be imperfect somewhat, I feel like. No cracks though, no cracks. Cue trap. Oh, was it clapping? Do we use small screws? Okay, let's separate them by... Are these all the same? Yeah, I think these are all the same. Blue Casper, hello. XX Dubs. Alright, Taeha, I got a really weird question for you, but just go with it, okay? Okay. Also, XX Dubs, I missed you again. Smoge. Did not get to see her. Oh, that is tight. Hold on. Is this supposed to feel... Leo Phylum, thank you so much for the 10 months. Solipsistic, thank you for the 13 months. Did someone order a private security? Someone told me that you used to rub keycaps on your chest during streams. Is this true? Wait, are you not aware of my nipple technique, XX Dubs? It is very true. I still do it. The only reason I don't do it is because of GMK's new trays. It's been a minute. Let me demonstrate the ultimate keycap pudding technique. It only works with old GMK though. What the heck? Look, 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 look. I've got this down to a science. All right, this is the old GMK tray, right? You can grip row 1 keycaps because they're taller. You can do that with this. But the other rows, you can't grip it like this, right? So I mean, I usually put the outer mods first. Let's say we put the outer mods. You can't grip like this, it's hard. So you grip sideways like this. And then you can pull it out. But then it's awkward to put the keycaps on your board like this. You look like a chicken. So you place them on your nipple, regrip, and then you can place them on the keyboard. It's my patented nipple keycap technique. If there's ever a keycap pudding competition, I'll bet you, give me a GMK tray, I'll beat everyone. Does the feel change depending on the nipples you rub them on? Yes. Yes. Depending on how dry the day is, you know, you might get a more tactile feedback. Jeremy Germ, thank you so much for the 5 gifted. Thank you. That was a zesty yes. Literally just open them and I hear him moaning. Yeah, you can't do that with the... You could kind of do it with the newer trays, but it's a bit harder. It's my first time on your stream. I'm so glad I'm wearing my headphones. TY for enlightening me. I have learned the technique. Yo, it's pretty fast. Maybe I'll demonstrate if we do use a GMK set today. It's been a while since I demonstrated the technique. Okay, how does this get I need to flip this over. That's what I need to do. And then this gets... Huh? Oh, no. This gets placed here. Ah, I see. Oh, you guys clipped that. Nice. Let's see the clip. That was a pretty good moan. I'm proud of that moan. Dear Google, how to make that my wallpaper? Oh shoot, via Amber, I came into that clip. Oh no. Send that clip to the wife. You need to trademark it? Alright guys, can someone mint this as an NFT for me? The Taeha types moan. Starting bids from 5 ETH minimum. Let's go. I'm just kidding. I got you. Yeah, I buy that for 10 ETH. Yo, if something, I'm down if someone wants to pay 10 ETH for that. Make that the band sound. No. Sir, Mr. Positivity, thank you for the 19 months. $100T? Wait, is this actual 100 Thieves? Oh no, it's someone else. Ooh, that scared me. Thanks for the Prime sub, 100T. Some people told me that the nipple technique existed, and I didn't believe them. They were right. It does exist. You just don't see me doing it anymore. Because the newer GMK sets, they're ass. Alright, bottom weight has been installed. Insert and screw in front weight to front case. Ah, that's what the badges were. Okay, don't lose these screws. All right, chat, we got some badge color options. We've got some badges. Which one? Should we go with the wood? It's a purple top though. There's no engravings on these. I think it's to reflect, is to make the side after keycaps. I kind of have to install it first though to assemble. So the board itself is copper, purple, and white. And it's gonna look like this. Which color? Red? Actually, I'm kind of digging red. Gold. Yeah, gold is also pretty neutral. Gold would work. Black would work too. Alright, I'll make a poll. That's probably easiest, huh? Poll. Which badge? Gold, red, black, wood. Allow additional votes. Sure. 1 minute. All right, 1 minute poll. Live. Place your bets. Place your bets. While I clean up a little. Autumn Leaves on guitar, yes sir. This is Joe Pass. Gold is winning by a lot. I think it is undisputed gold. Silverback Yeti, thanks for 13 months. Alright, gold is won by a 52%. So yeah, it just slots into there. Let's put these away. Dude, some dude stole money from my hoodie last week in Corona. Wait, how do you get money stolen from a hoodie? Did he reach into your kangaroo pouch? How did he even know you had money in there in the first place? I thought you were talking about the Band-Aid mod, aka having a pad on the PCB. That's where you use shims. Oh, I see. It's some $6 stabs. Wait, what? Any way to fix Rab Staddle without taking it off? Yes. Somewhat. Not all the time. I have a tutorial on lubing. Buy a syringe. Fill it with lube. Inject into stab. It can fix like 80% of your problem. It can still not fix it depending on the issue of your Rab Staddle. Every time you wear this, I'ma say "Orale fu." Okay. Thank you for the 14 months, 16 months. Sheesh. Thank you. Wait, was it not Rab Staddle? Oh fudge! Stab rattle. Holy crap! Stab rattle. I've been saying Rab Staddle. How did I even say that? Stab rattle. Taeha, South LA types. Okay. I did grow up. I grew up on like the cusp of K-Town and like not K-Town. The hood. How do you tip on here? On the stream underlay, there should be a panel that tells you if you want to donate via PayPal or subscribing also helps. But yeah, check out the stream underlay. How much is the Hex 4B and can I still buy it? You cannot buy it as of now, but they will probably rerun it in the future. I believe the price point was around the mid 200s, if I recall correctly. But don't quote me on the price, it's been a while. Ah, gasket. Okay, we installed the badge. Attach gasket tabs to slots on both front and back case. Check other page for placement options. Wait, hold on. Where do you attach the gaskets? These gaskets look like pills. Oh, they apply it just at the edge of each gasket tab. Interesting. Okay. Is Icky68 a good beginner board? Yes. Don't be fooled by the keys that I got. I'm still Taeha from the block. Yeah. I had my cholo phase. I grew up wearing dummy oversized t-shirts, super baggy pants. Bro, I'm leaving? Alright, tell me you did not go through that phase. Like even more oversized than like what's oversized now. I used to sag. Dude, I know, man. I grew up in LA. There was a phase when Taeha used to sag his pants when his mom was not looking. Actually disowned by knowledge. I'm still in that phase, bro. No, I've seen your oversized stuff. It's not like dress level. Like, I'm talking like dress level oversized. You rocking that Rockaware? No. I was too poor for that. I had the fake Korean hookups. High socks, yeah. Knoxworth 3XL. Okay, when I met him, it didn't look like a dress though. It just looked like an oversized hip hop fit. But I'm talking like, it was, I feel like oversized was really bad now that I look back in the 2000s. 4XL, yeah, we're talking like comes down to our knees almost. Some kids went past the knees. Thank you for noticing. Pics or we don't believe. No, those will never be released. Yeah. Is your merch gonna be oversized? I would say it fits pretty true to size. I will offer sizing up to 2XL, I believe. It's like, it's not form fitting. It's more on the boxy end. Slightly oversized, maybe. Sag? No, trust. I think 2XL will be fine for you, Knowledge. You don't need the 3XL. I think. Blue toggles. Things are 11 months. What else did little Taeha do? Oh no, what is this? I placed a good, clean, fun order for some wine. Better be fire. Ooh. I low-key miss the days when we used to have iPods. It made sharing music more interactive now that I reminisce. Bro, don't start. It was all about that Zune life. I did not have a Zune, but I did have an iPod. I still have my iPod somewhere. Yeah, and having an aux port. iPods, what about CDs? I used to have CDs. Cassette tapes, that precedes me a little too much. Pass me the aux, yeah. Not even that. Just like sharing. No one shares earbuds anymore. That would not fly by today's COVID standards. But growing up, you would literally just like share earbuds with your friends. I share earbuds? I mean, it's pretty rare though that you share earbuds with friends now, right? Instead you just link them like a Spotify playlist or a song. You call it a day. I wonder why. People used to share AirBuds all the time, but no one really shares AirPods. Still same thing going in your ear. Dudes don't wash their ears. I want none of that. I still want one of these. Oh, that looks pretty cool. I feel like someone should custom AirPods be expensive. True, that's also true. I feel like is there a project like this? Because there's companies that remade what's it called? This is like the Pocket, right? There's like that nice remastered Nintendo custom Nintendo Game Boy. If someone made like a custom or like re-brought back the custom or an OG iPod, but in like a nicer housing. That would look pretty cool. Analog Pocket, yeah, that's the one. Yeah. Pocket looks pretty sick too. Have you seen Dank Pods on YouTube? No, I have not. Click Wheel goated? Yeah. The company that makes the Nothing earbuds uses this style. That is true, yes. Just get an iPod Classic and replace the memory. Do they still sell iPod Classics? Wait, does Apple still sell iPods? Apple.com. I don't think so, right? Oh, they don't. They sell iPod Touch? No way. Where? Store. There's no iPod section on their website anymore. iPad? Accessories? Oh, no, but this is dumb. iPod Touch is dumb. This defeats the purpose of it being small. This is like phone sized. It's basically a useless phone. I don't want two phones in my pocket. I want something small. It's a phone for kids. You want a small? No, I don't want a used one. I want a brand new. I wanted like a nice chassis, updated firmware. It probably can't run the latest firmware. Whatever Apple discontinued the firmware at, the iPod firmware at. This what you buy when you try to learn how to jailbreak? True. Jailbreak. Ah, the good old days. Gonna go soon. Am I gonna get my atomic level ear screeching kiss for my 22nd birthday? No, only on anniversary claims. I forgot about jailbreaking. Trade offer. I give you iPod and you give me a custom build. No TY. No TY. Cydia was goated. What's Cydia? Oh, is that one of the jailbreak? That sounds familiar. The mods? The firmware thing. Cydia was Android jailbreak. Yeah, I probably played around with that too. So I was an Android user for the whole time. That's the app you have to run? Yeah. It was the alternative store for adding repos. Also, way back before like Cyanogen OS became its own dedicated thing, and it used to be the jailbreak OS. Good old days. Cydia dead though? Oh. Back before OnePlus became a company. Cydia was a package manager, I see. General Mills, thank you for the bits. When is that Taeha merch drop? No announced date yet, but it's looking like sometime around late May, June, probably, as of now. But be honest, when did you stop beatboxing? You had tons of talent. Wait, what? I never learned to beatbox. That is one skill I wish I had picked up growing up. Is beatboxing still alive? I feel like beatboxing went through a big boom maybe like 10-ish years ago, and then it kind of died out again. No? I was about to say. Yeah, Yeah, YouTube actually helped so much with beatbox. I wish I learned piano growing up. Then explain this. How do I full screen? Oh. Do you guys remember Daichi? The beatboxer Daichi? He was probably like the first. Wasn't he the guy that made beatbox blow up on YouTube? Oh yeah, Hikakin was also good. Shogo's still my favorite beatboxer. You should check out King Inertia. Is that a beatboxer or what? Big Man Korean beatboxer. Big Man's pretty recent though. I don't think Big Man's an OG. He's pretty young. He blew up like a couple years ago though. Big Man's pretty good too though. Just YouTube King Inertia. Korean effects is pretty big. Yeah, I like Korean effects. All right, 2 months ago. Let's see how good this beatboxer is. While I assemble the last step. Oh, trap beatboxing? Okay. The inward what, God? Huh? One of the gaskets fell off? What? Oh, there's no adhesive on this. That intro was ass. Oh, this guy's low end is crazy. Hold on, why is this not going through? Man, I have to shove that really tight. Or does it just need to be compressed? Why is this so tight? Hold on, what the? People still beatboxing? I guess so. I am still finding out. Very underground subculture. Oh god, this is stuck now. This is how other people probably view the hobby. Yeah, this is probably how we look like to or how keyboards look like to outsiders too. Why is this so tight? Let me try the other direction. Oh, what the? What? How do you... Oh, it's just clips. Okay. I was like, how do you change outfit again? Okay, question. Have you guys built the Charon board? Is this supposed to be really tight? I am having trouble getting this PCB fixture to sit. Putting the PCB is a bit tight. I would put the PCB into the bottom and you've got to push the middle gaskets down a bit. Okay, just making sure that it's not specific to this unit because it's kind of scary how much force I have to apply. It has to clear the ledge so the USB port. Oh, okay, I got it. Oh my goodness, okay. Oh, finally, that was a bit scary. Okay, hold on. Some of these are not straight. Let me reapply them. What do you judge pro beatboxers on? This dude can't even believe what he's seeing here. I'm guessing he won hands down. It looks like he's a pretty popular beatboxer. Oh, what the fudge? That sounded crazy. What? Huh? Cringe Arena. Wait, they're being serious about this. What the fudge? This is the state of America, guys. Okay, this guy's just straight yelling. Holy crap. What is this? Oh my god, I lost brain cells. Holy. People probably practice for this, huh? The Kekona brothers who don't have anything else to do. They sit on their porch and practice pig sounds. Yeah, I said no, I'm good. No, I'm not a watch, but it just sounds like a lot of yelling. I don't want to subject chat to that. Chat asked for that? No, someone threw it out. I got interested. Maybe I'll watch these when I'm down. Imagine judging that, yeah. Alright, I finally figured out how to insert the middle fixture. Almost done. Are JTK keycaps good? Yeah, I wouldn't say they're the best quality, but they're pretty good for the price, I would say. I have tried a couple in my life. I own one at the moment, and they've been improving their products. Is that copperweight? Yes. What can I do? No problem, Kizakami. I'm doing pretty good. How are you? Wait, knowledge. Have you seen the I'm the Joker baby clip? I feel like you can use that as the next sound bit in your stream. Have you ever seen the famous Joker audition? If 15 random pigs come running, I guess you're automatically crowned the winner. True? I showed chat once. I'm the Joker, baby. You guys haven't seen that? It's an old clip. Yes? Oh. I ordered a set from the key company for about $150 and I never got commission or anything. It was the only set that I'll look at on my U80 Koya. What set did you order? Wait, you should have at least gotten a order confirmation. Even if you never got the product. If you didn't get an order confirmation, maybe your order didn't go through. Nope, nothing? Really? Did you check if your card was ever charged for it then? You should confirm if your card was charged. Divinity is 100%. No, not Divinity. TKC. He said TKC. Spent 300 to show it on my statement. Huh. I would send them a support letter then, because I'm not sure. Even if it's a group buy, you should at the least get a order confirmation number. JTK Night Sakura key set for the U80 Koya. Yeah, maybe send them an email. Especially if it was an order of 300. That's not cheap. How was the new vlog? I don't watch that? Yeah, go watch it. It features Mr. BTMC for any Osu fans. Okay, last one. I want a version of Night Sakura, but with lime green legends instead. Oh, whoops. Should I get into artisans? I hate having money in my wallet. Sure. I would say, I mean, it's pretty easy to be picky with artisans, so. Also, no guarantee you would win the raffles. You can make it not as harmful. It becomes an issue when you get addicted to artisans. Or if you're a completionist and you want to you need to complete a set for a certain colorway, that gets stressful. Okay, let me make sure all these are tight. Novel Keys has been the best by far. The problem with his site is that there are certain products nested in other products. For example, there was a Rama Enter key and brass nested. What do you mean by nested? Oh, you mean like you can only buy it through that GMK product? Is that what you're saying? I mean, they probably nest it because it's the Rama collab artisans. They're usually specific to a certain set. It's not like they keep those in stock either. Like once that keycap set has run, they don't get made anymore. I was looking for a Rama Enter key but never found it. A week later, I was looking at some GMK keycaps on the site and saw the float kit, etc. I see. I'm guessing it's for a keycaps. It's for a set that's that hasn't been made yet, right? It was a pre-order. If it's a pre-order, then yes. Okay. Finish that. Let's install the feet. What is this? Oh, they're black gaskets. I'm gonna go to sleep. Have a great day. Let me out. Have a great night's sleep. Is the copper PVD coated? No, this is raw. You can already see the various the chemical work at play just from finger oils and touching it. Raw to encourage patinaing? Yeah. I really want to build my first custom keyboard, but I'm 100% sure I'll fall into the hobby way too hard. You should, depending on if your finances can afford it or not, of course. All right. What keycap set to put on this chat? You will fall. I spent 3K this month on keys. Sheesh. Octopus? I think I gave it away in a past subathon. Something crispy. What do you mean by crispy? The worst thing is to have an Excel sheet with keyboard expenses, cause temp depression. Do you have the NKPBT purple on white? Purple on white? No. We could do DMG. What about DMG or Future Funk Dark? Place your bets. Yes for Future Funk Dark, no for DMG. Oh, people are leaning towards Future Funk Dark. Interesting. I thought DMG would win. Cherry Blossom will look fire on this. Alright, nipple technique, here we go. Thoughts on holy mod for Durock V2? Anyone could answer. I don't think you really need to holy mod. You can just stick with conventional lubing. Need to moan? No moan. I already got clipped today. Can't have more incriminating evidence. Are you gonna need a full cam? To show my nips. Oh, it's too high. Dang, this is the highest my. All right, we got nip cam now. Huh? Oh shoot, this is the wrong row. What? Oh, they swapped. No wonder. Got messed up. Now I can't do nipple technique anymore. Hold on, let me arrange this. ZXCV ASDF GH what the all right, nip cam, yeah. Look at the speed though. Save it for the OnlyFans. All right, raising this back to normal height. I go. My mom's gonna ground me? Nice. Tell your mom to come into the room. Let her see what kind of content you watch. My boss walked in on that. Let me talk to your boss. I'll ask him for a raise. Bottom row. I am learning a lot. Oh, you were still here, XX Dubs? Did you witness the nipple technique in action? It's also perfect because your nips, they can double as the switch crucifix. So like, it's a natural thing for your keycaps to slot into when you're using the nipple technique. Short shift function. Your nips and earlobes line up. That's true. I have heard that. True. Never liked the 1U backspace, like why? Well, they programmed this to be backspace. So this, when you split backspace, you can move this pipe key up to here. Actually, let's use the right keycaps. We have the right keycaps. Ergonomically, it makes sense. It moves backshift or backspace also closer, so you don't have to stretch your pinky as far. I just don't think it looks pretty sometimes. Page up, page down, page up, page down. Control Alt. Super. All right. Blue toggle things are 11 months. Sorry if I missed it. Holy crap. Wait, I missed a big dono. What? HM Sab? Holy, if you're still here. Thank you for that donation. What the? I just noticed it. Sorry. Powwow. Thank you so much for the tier 1 sub. Yeah, thank you so much for the donation. I just saw it. Thank you. You're insane. Were you the guy that asked about, were you the TKC guy? You are the TKC guy. The guy who didn't get the confirmation, right? All right, build is done. What font to use for a panel is the custom font. Side profile, board's been built. That's the bottom. The art looks pretty cool. I'm not sure if I like the patina on this, maybe because it's just starting. I feel like patina is kind of there's a growing phase where it looks ugly for a while, and then once it's fully patina, it looks nicer. But yeah, right now it's just starting its process. USB port right there. Patina is so overrated, IMO. I don't know if it's overrated, but I'm not crazy about patina. I wouldn't say it's overrated though. Not everyone, I don't think the majority of people really care for patina. But you can get some pretty cool patina work done. If you guys haven't checked out like, what is it, Needy Patina? Is that his Instagram? Yeah, you can get some pretty cool stuff. I feel like this kind of patina is cool. Do I want it on all of my keyboards? Probably not. But you can make some pretty cool stuff. It's more of a novelty, I feel like. Like, I wouldn't mind having one or two boards. It's not my general aesthetic, but it looks pretty cool. Salvin got needed? Yeah, I saw, yeah. I just see they got some pretty cool colors. Yeah, this looks pretty cool. It is a little over the top. I feel like just different schools of aesthetic choice. Personally, not mine. But I know there's a big crowd for people who like this. Alright, do we have mods? Can we get casino and bot live while I take the screenshot? Novelty is a good way of putting it. Yeah, I'll call it more of a novelty. Let's just show the back for this. 3, 2, 1, boom. A novelty like a mechanical keyboard. What do you mean? Oh, I guess a custom mechanical keyboard is still considered a novelty by most people. Okay, bot is live. Oh, we both started at the same time. And words per minute, casino is also live. Let's reprogram this to an actual layout today. Escape 1, 2, 3, backspace, caps lock. Actually, I'll leave it up to the client. It's got backspace though on both. Nice. Split backspace about to be sub 100. We'll see. Yesterday's runs were pretty tilting. Ooh, 38% believers. Powwow, thanks for the tier 1 sub. Just don't backspace. Okay. Bot is live, or bot is down. Casino is closed. This is the Charon board, Charon, however you pronounce Charon. This is it. FR4 plate built with Ethereal Pandas, Lube 205 grade 0. Plus they were Deskeys switch filmed. Keycaps is GMK Future Funk. It does have the plate foam. It does not have any case foam. Oh, wrong mouse. This is how loud my mouse clicks are right at keyboard level. Here we go. Oh, GMK. No, this is GMK Future Funk. This is GMK Future Funk. Is the plate OWL or FR4? Sorry, FR4. The build command is wrong. This is FR4. Oh my god, this is so bad. Huh? Hold on. Something is wrong with this. Hold on. That was atrocious. 120? Wait. This is bad. This is bad. One more. I didn't eat yet. It is an early morning stream, which means I have not eaten. These are what the mods sound like. Ace of Spades, you know, 14 months. Does it have a mid-plate foam? Yes, it does. This board sounds pretty good. How's the flex? I wouldn't say there's a whole lot. You really have to press down a lot in the center to really see any kind of bowing. It's like a slightly soft gasket mount feel. But yeah, the gasket pads themselves are pretty hard, and it had a lot of compression going on, so this isn't really a flexible build, I would say. It's not stiff, but it is a pretty firm, it's a soft, firm typing experience. But the sound is pretty nice. The mods, all the mods sound really good. Alphas sound pretty good. Kind of like how this sounds. I wonder what this sounds like with linears now. The silicone gaskets are stiffish? Yeah, they were pretty stiff. Oh, someone finally claimed the Taeha jingle, Rito Bandito. All right, here's the jingle, and then we'll get to the typing test. This is the first time it's been redeemed. This song slaps, yeah. Yeah, this was made by Mr. Devin Morrison, who we rated last week, earlier this week. Also another talented musician on Twitch. You should just ask him about produced by Devin, written by Knowledge. All right, Redemption. Here we go. I think it's this bump. I'm not used to this tactile bump. Hold on. Oh my goodness. It's the bump. There's I feel like with these Holy Panda like switches, you have to figure out the rhythm, because it takes time for the bump to reset once you hit a certain speed. Smooge, doubters win. Nobody guessed correctly. Yeah, feel and sound are objective, performance is not. Have you tried Zeal Sarkurial switches? Yes. What are your opinion of them? I prefer silent switches that are more mushy. Zeal silent switches have a harder rubber dampening. So if you like silent switches but don't like the mushiness of cherry silence, I would say get Zakurios. I personally prefer cherry level of smoothness or mushiness though. Can I even chat in this channel with no points? Yeah. Why do you always say Mr. when you say someone's name? I don't know. I do call people Mr. Huh? Mr. and Miss. Just trying to be respectful, I guess. Mike Hurley, things are 19 months. Oh, Devin, things are for 7 months. Thank you. We just played your jingle. Is it a Korean thing? No, I don't think it's a Korean thing. Mr. Taeha? I don't know. I guess it's just the idiosyncrasy of mine. Idiosyncrasy of mine. The one time I've guessed correctly but missed the bot cutoff. Smooge. Yeah, this is the board though. I believe the group buy for this has already finished, right? Did they ever announce a round 2 for this? This is what it looks like from the back. The weight pretty cool though if you're into Greek mythology. The patina does look nice in certain angles on the lighting. My professor does the same thing even in casual conversation. He is from Egypt. I don't know. I feel like it's just to fill the space a little. Feels a little more welcoming. I don't know. Just got out of the work meeting. Thoughts on the board? It sounds pretty nice. I'm impressed with how it sounds. I do wish it was a little softer on the typing experience, but it's not like firm, or it's not like stiff, sorry. Yeah, I like it. Overall, pretty nice. I'm not crazy about the design. I know a lot of people really dig the bottom weight. I guess I just don't have any attachment to this particular Greek mythology component, but overall pretty cool little board. What is this? What does this fox have to do? Is this a fox? What is this? What does this have to do with the weight? Wow, that weight, Mr. Mike Hurley, hello. Gotta play Hades, man? Oh, is this referencing the game Hades? Owl? This is an owl? I guess I can see the owl. Okay. What does an owl have to do with Charon? Karen, sorry, Karen. What is the owl reference? Charon owl. What is Charon the god of? Athena owl. I need that, but where is the owl? Charon's Odal Obdul? Oh, what is this? There's an elusive term for the coin. Oh, it's the coin placed in the mouth when they die. I see. But where does it bring the owl into play? There's no owl. Oh, I lied. The Karen's piece took the form of a bit of gold foil stamped with an owl. Interesting. Okay, makes sense. You can kind of see the owl. I feel like I get more fox vibes though, but fox or rabbit maybe. Is the build completely done? Yes. Did I miss WPM start? You did. Can I link a post to the painting the weight? Yeah, sure. Actually, you're not a sub. You're gonna get timed out, but I'll catch it. It's a Pikachu? It's definitely not a Pikachu. Alright, let's see. This is... so this is what the weight is based off of. Oh, I don't think I've ever seen this. The structure. I know of the ferryman. but I've never seen this little island ever referenced. It's a famous painting? I see. This is your background? Thank you, thank you. Now I understand. Yeah. All right. How are you doing? What are your thoughts on fake voices and fake Tims? Wait, what? What are my thoughts on fake voices? What do you mean fake voices? What do you mean fake Tims? Like the shoes? What's a fake Tim? Fake Tim. Okay, that did not hit me. That did not, is this a phrase? Fake voices and fake Tims. No, the Tim's in your mouth? Bro? Oh, what is this referencing? I have no idea what this is referencing. What is a fake Tim? Is this another slang? End the stream? Do I got Urban Dictionary Tim? Tim is amazing. He is one of a kind. Okay, Urban Dictionary did not help. Wow, yeah, same, no idea. See, I'm not the only one. Knowledge, what is a Tim? Please enlighten us. Urban Dictionary fake Tim. Oh. I'm timing out whoever wrote that. Timber? The heck is a fake timber? Like wood? I need a rec for a new dentist. I need new Tims. Is Tim teeth? Is Tim the same as teeth? What the heck are Tim? Grills? OMG? Dude, Devin, how come only Devin and Knowledge know this? I don't think it's boots. That was my initial guess. Oh, music is loud. Veneers? I don't know, man. Whatever this Tim is, I probably have never gotten. Never mind on the Tims. What about voice? Is fake voice a euphemism for something else? Fake voice. Are you just talking about people who fake their voice or what? Timberlands? No, that's what I thought initially, but I don't think they were referring to the shoes. What are my thoughts on fake voices? I feel like no need to ever fake your voice, but if you decide to fake it, don't get caught, I guess. I don't know. I don't think I've ever met anyone that faked their voice, though. What are your thoughts on saltines and modified Newtonian dynamics? Okay. I need a rec for a new voice and new Tim. Where did you get yours? I'm just trying to ask. Alright, this guy's trolling now. What? What do you mean you need a rec for a new voice? This guy's trolling. I think the person asking is awesome. Beatboxing technically is faking voice. No, beatboxing is different. I interpreted fake voice as like, sometimes people accuse others of like faking a voice, right? That it's not their regular talking voice or whatever it may be, but they intentionally talk in like a different voice, I suppose. What's your favorite voice loop? Okay, not even gonna answer. All right, let's find someone to raid. I'm gonna go eat lunch, and then I have a call to take in a bit. Who is live? Do you guys want to watch? Just chatting. Valorant, Apex, TFT. Yeah, looks like those are it. Flex the ring on the right real quick. Dash Ducks? Who's Dash Ducks? Oh, this guy's literally just streaming ducks. Man of God. Wait, that's not a channel. Maybe I need to capitalize the G. How many keyboards do you own that are fully built? I have a command, exclamation inventory. We gotta pray for this man? Feels bad. Chocolate milk. Thanks for the prime sub. Kebiosis. Thanks for the 4 months. Thank you, thank you. Let's see. What is Mr. Omnitype doing? Ooh, he's designing. Let's rate Omnitype. Omnitype. He is designing the Bauer Light manual. So go enjoy, alright? Oh, wrong scene. That's it for today's stream. Thank you guys for hanging out today. I will see you guys on Friday. Friday might be a keyboard stream. It might be a chill stream, unannounced though. There is a new vlog out on Taeha Snipes. Go check it out if you guys haven't. Came out this morning. Mr. BTMC gets featured in it, and I also go, oh, that's the old video. Whoops, that's the old vlog. Yeah, check out the new vlog on Taeha Snipes. Go pick up the Ikebana bowls as well. I check out a ceramic studio. Enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy tomorrow off. And I will see you guys on Friday. Thank you to everyone who donated, gifted, subscribed, resubscribed, chatted, watched the stream. Thank you, thank you. Nox and Dev gonna take us to church now? Yeah, I need to be educated. I am culturally uneducated. I don't know what a fake Tim is or a fake voice.